Welcome back, everybody. Sasha here. Today is all about 360 grinds. I've been practicing these a little bit in the past few months. I've only been able to do a few. I've been able to pull out a 360 Machio every now and then, just kind of freestyle one. And then I do have one clip on a bank to ledge where I did 360 alley-oop sole with a 3 out. That was pretty sick. So I'm back here today at that same park to be practicing more 360 tricks. I'm skating a little bit of a different setup today. These are still the rollerblade blanks. These are just black. And I have the rollerblade nomad liner inside here as opposed to the stock liner. It's a little bit softer, a little bit more squishier. So yeah, we're going to lace up and get warmed up. I don't think today's video there will be as much commentary from me while I'm skating. I did forget to bring the little magnetic clip for the lavalier microphone. So I don't know. We'll just go with the flow today, see how it works out. But I'm not leaving until I get something like a 360 P-Star or a 360 Soul, something like that. All right, I think I'm ready to start trying the 360 spins. I'm going to try the same approach where I come in at, similar angle, jumping from the blue paint here, spinning hopefully into it. So let's see how this goes. All right, so I got to take my glasses off for this, I guess. They're about to come flying off my head. Also, my hair kept obstructing my face. I forgot to bring a hat or a hair tie, something like that today. Came a little underprepared, so hopefully the helmet will help out with that and give me a little bit more confidence. One thing I'm noticing too is it takes a lot of energy to throw 360 tricks, especially over and over. So, but hey, I'm not leaving till I get it. All right, back to it. Alright, so I'm starting to get into 360 Machio territory. My problem with that is I'm not trying to do the 360 Machio. I want to do a 360 P-Star. I think I'm kind of kicking like that leg out for balance, which is why I always land in the Machio no matter what. When you jump and you do the 360 and you land, for example, I spin to the left. So when I lock onto this ledge here, my momentum wants to continue going left as I'm on the grind, which is why I come out 180 every time. I'm just kind of continuing with the momentum that I have. And it takes a lot of core strength to jump into the 3 and hold it and continually go forward. So I noticed coming in at a bit of a tighter angle and jumping higher helps. So I'm going to continue with that. Try to get that back foot on there now. Alright, I think the last thing holding me back now is fear. So, as I'm doing these, I can tell the 360 Mizu's right there, so I may as well try that one. Alright, well that was kind of the Mizu. 3 Mizu. alley-oop 3 Mizu. I think I'm gonna try one better one, help train my brain, get used to putting my back foot back there, and then, tweak it into the P-Star. I think that'll help me learn it. So I just landed on my frame like this. Have you guys ever seen a 360 step grind? Dude, fucking big steppers out here. Are you kidding me? Not claiming that, I didn't do it on purpose, but wow. Dude, it's right there. Oh. I only have so much battery life left on the camera, and if I stay out here too longer, I'm gonna get sunburned. So I really gotta make this count. All right, let's do it. Okay, right then and there, I just realized why I struggled with this more than, say, the 3 Sol or the 3 Mizu, because those, you don't really have to bring your leg up too much to get them locked in. But a P-Star, you really gotta lift your knee and get it up, so you can't be lazy. And I think before I was kind of scared, but doing the 3 Miz helped a lot. So all right, let's do it. Alright, that wasn't much of a P-Star. That was kind of like a 360 mock with a toe drag, but hell of a lot closer than anything else I've done, so I think I can get it here in the next few minutes. Oh my god. Alright, I gotta run back the footage and see if that was decent. Okay, it kinda sucked. Let's do a better one. I hit the point of exhaustion. I can't really even jump anymore, so I'm gonna call it there for the tricks. Gonna take a breather and then share some advice from the things I learned today. Okay, so some of the things I learned in this session to help out with 360 tricks. First thing is the approach. I feel like for doing regular forward or 180 alley-oop grinds, I'm the type of person that likes to come in at a little bit more of a sharper angle, but for the 360 tricks I realized you can't do that, or at least I couldn't for the purpose of learning today. For me, it was a lot more useful to come in on a more shallow angle. That kept me a little bit more parallel with the obstacle and helped me kind of lock in and slide a lot better. I noticed if I came in too sharp of an angle, I wouldn't really slide. I would just kind of collapse and fall over. Second is the jump. You really got to jump. You really got to get up there. Especially for a trick like that, the P-Star, you got to get both those feet up and above the object before you drop down and you land. A habit I still kind of have is stepping up. So I think this was some good work for my brain to get used to. Like, hey, you can jump and get both your feet, 5, 6 inches above the obstacle before you stomp and land it. Like, you'll still slide, you'll still be safe. No big deal. The speed of the spin is very important too. If I tried to spin too fast, I would collapse and fall over. I'm sure you guys saw that a lot today. Slowing down the spin, jumping nice and high to kind of float into the grind as you finish your spin, that really helped. Another reason why the high jump and the slow turn helped is it gives me a little more time to spot the landing. When I was first learning 360 tricks, the hardest thing to get over was it's kind of blind. There's a moment in your spin where you're not staring at the obstacle you're going to land on. And trying to locate that mid-air, mid-spin is pretty difficult. So slowing down helps out a lot. As for speed, you can learn these coming in pretty slow. It's a pretty safe way to learn them, I think. Like the box I used today had enough of a deck to kind of fall over onto, plant my hand down. So it really wasn't that bad. As for rails, that's a different story. I'm probably not going to try that for a very long time. But all in all, those are some of my thoughts on 360 grinds, learning them today. If you were entertained or curious enough to stick all the way around to the end, thank you very much. Make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.